What is going on, guys? DizneyDan here. Welcome back into the channel and welcome to day number 2 of Shark Week. And we are here on my channel doing Shark Week. I've been waiting a whole year to do this stream. I'm super excited. Yesterday, we were on RobFuz's channel doing the Jaws sequels, and it's a stream that you just couldn't have missed. It was just so much fun. We're gonna have an amazing time today. We're gonna be doing the most random topic I think I've ever done on this show. Our favorite Disney sharks. I'll probably be the only person on YouTube who's ever discussed this, but it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great time today. And we've got some 2 great people in the chat, and hopefully other people will be able to join as well. But firstly, the guy who, I'm going to say it now, owns Shark Week on YouTube, the guy who thought of this, planned this, scheduled this, it's my partner channel, RobFuz. Great to have you here, buddy.
Thank you so much, Dan. Well, obviously I didn't think of it. The Discovery Channel has Shark Week and everything, but I kind of always wanted to do my own Shark Week. So, but I'll take the credit. I'll take the YouTube credit. That's cool. So thank you so much for doing it on your channel. It's day 3, by the way. I premiered my video on Monday. Yesterday we did the Disney Shark sequels, which is awesome. Today, the best, most controversial subject ever on DizneyDan's channel. Thank you for having me. It's awesome.
No problem at all. I forgot it was day 3. Of course, it's Wednesday. And also, partner powered channel, guy from the north who knows a lot about Jaws 2. And just about Jaws in general. Just a great guy, Mr. Adam from Adam's Land. What's up, buddy?
Thank you, buddy. Hello, everyone. How's it going? I've not done as much research tonight for Disney Sharks as I did for Jaws or Jaws 2, admittedly, because when this topic first came up, I didn't take it as seriously as I think Dan maybe is. So I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute chat, and then I realized that we're actually in this for the long haul tonight. So so I'm going to be winging this a little bit. So yeah, let's see how this goes.
And I was just waiting to see how long somebody would do the baby shark thing in the chat. So thank you, Scott McLean. Baby shark,
Disney sharks, Disney sharks.
Right, Adam, I'm gonna, because normally you do this on Pub Talk. I'm gonna give you the ropes. Who's in the chat?
Who is in the chat? Okay, the Shep family. Welcome.
Woo, Ryan.
Mark Dade, the last king of Scotland. Aye.
Welcome in, Mark.
Okay, Mark. Kay Atwood, Timothy Rainwaters. Hey, guys. Scott McLean. It's Joey's World. Donna is in the chat. Noah is also in the chat. LSU Mom is in the chat. Scrolling back through as quickly as I can. Brandon, Phantasmic Ears, welcome,
hey, Brandon.
Buddy. Disney Fanatic is in the chat. R. Johns has said hello. Some dude named RobFuz. I believe he just got 2,000 subscribers. So yeah. Lisa Mepta and some guy called Disney. I can't say DizneyDan because it's spelt wrong. No, DizneyDan. There we go.
Would it be a bit weird if I wasn't in the chat? It's my stream. So.
It would be a bit, yeah. And Joseph Andrews. That's the last one.
Joseph Andrews. My Disney Parks memories just joined. Lisa Post just joined.
I was going to say Lisa's just joined. Yep. Disney Parks, and I thought I saw Natalie Tam as well.
Welcome in, Natalie Tam. Welcome in, everybody. So good to see everybody. And very quickly, a video that I watched today, which was really awesome. I want you to check it out. It's Joey's World did a great video. He went to prom and it was just a really awesome video. So guys, check out It's Joey's World's video. It was just really awesome. And lots of great YouTubers here in the chat. 2 great channels right here joining me. And we're going to talk about Disney sharks. You know, so we were planning Shark Week and we were like, right, you know, we're going to talk about Jaws. We're going to talk about, you know, all these other films like The Meg, Deep Sea, whatever it's called.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. Lots of other shark movies, Sharknado. But
the Reef.
The Reef. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, but we were like, right, because you know, I'm mainly a Disney channel. Even though I'm wearing a Pokemon t-shirt. We're gonna talk about our favorite Disney sharks. And actually, there's a lot more than you might think. There is a website. I think it's like the Disney Wiki place, whatever it's called. that has 20 Disney sharks. Now, I had no idea there was 20 Disney sharks. A lot of them...
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that there would be 20 Disney sharks? And that includes Pixar as well. And I was just like, that's crazy. So I haven't got all of them on my list. But we'll just go through of them and just discuss some of them and just talk about our favorites. And then we'll get on to more of a general chat a little bit later. Maybe
Can I say as well, sorry, just that list of 20, I'm looking at the same list. There's one that isn't actually on that list as well that I can think of.
Yep, I've got one that wasn't on the list. I think we're maybe thinking of the same one, but we'll get to it. I'm thinking. Is it part of a Pixar franchise?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think we know which one we're talking about.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Disney sharks, right? What is the first one that you think of? I'm going to come to Rob first.
Come on. Who can't think of Bruce from Finding Nemo? He's number one in my book. So,
Adam, would you say yours was Bruce?
Are we talking like... I mean, initially when it was Disney sharks, I think Bruce is probably the first one that springs to mind, but he's not my number one shark.
No.
I mean, who would put a vegetarian shark as number one? Come on.
Is he vegetarian though?
Well,
is he?
Well, there's not many meat options in the sea, is there? I mean, you don't get chickens and cows and under the water, so you've got a choice of fish or veg. And
he sniffed Dory's blood. This is being really graphic.
Maybe
already.
he's like, I mean, like, nobody's born a vegetarian. People kind of go vegetarian by choice. You know, they still probably, grew up eating bacon and sausage at some point. So it's the same thing for Bruce. Obviously, he's decided to go vegetarian. I don't know, some sort of hipster.
I think it's not really so much he's going vegetarian. It was the fact. It's more like he's gone to an intervention, like with somebody who's an addict, and he's an addict of eating fish, and he's trying to prevent himself from doing that, which is why I like Finding Nemo, because you have those adult themes to it.
Yeah, I mean, there is the thing that he doesn't actually specify meat. Now, like I say, you don't get chickens and cows in the water, but like, does he eat humans then? Maybe he don't know. Maybe he does wait for the odd surfer to, sort of hit the beach, and maybe he just goes, well, fish are friends, not food. But this guy, I don't know Joe Smith up on the surfboard, so maybe he goes after him. I don't know.
But you know what I like is, I think I read like an article that the reason why Bruce was called Bruce was because it was meant to be a spoof of Bruce the Shark from Jaws and how he's not a killer and not like a man-eater.
Yeah,
and that he is vegetarian. So I love the fact that Pixar looked at Spielberg's Jaws and be like, yeah, we're also going to call him Bruce, but he's completely unlike Bruce the Shark from Jaws.
Yeah.
So
Spielberg we've got named Bruce after his lawyer or something like that, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Spielberg after his lawyer, yeah.
Yeah. So Bruce the Shark in Finding Nemo was voiced by Barry Humphries. And that's the only role that he's ever had. Like, he hasn't had any other voice acting. He's never been part of anything else, which is kind of surprising because a lot of Pixar movies and Disney movies often go back to similar voice actors. But Barry Humphries is the only time he's ever voice acted anything. Bruce the Shark has become iconic. Like, he is the Pixar shark, really, isn't? Well, maybe one other that I'm thinking of, but he's like one of the. He's a side character in Finding Nemo, but he's got that presence about him. Everybody knows his Australian accent. Everyone's like, "Hello, my name is Bruce. Hello, Bruce."
Hello, Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
G'day, Bruce.
You don't want them balloons to pop. It's funny. I do a better Australian accent than I do an American accent. Holly Nofsinger, welcome into stream. Miguel Benitez Jr., welcome in. Kyle, welcome in as well from Kyle's vlog. So many great people in the chat as well. Yeah, I think Bruce is. I think people have just really gone to love this character. I think he's great in Finding Nemo the musical.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, I love it.
I don't think I have seen it, I don't think I have. Yeah, sorry.
Well,
it's really good. You definitely should check it out.
Yeah, when people go to watch the Lion King or the Finding Nemo musical things and stuff like that, I tend to queue up for a ride because there's a small queue.
You know what I really like about the Finding Nemo the musical is because they use like Broadway style puppets.
Yeah,
and if anybody has not seen the show, basically Bruce comes out on essentially like a tricycle, and there's this puppet who's on this back of this tricycle trying to like, just do all this puppetry while riding a tricycle. It's pretty impressive. Like, you got to have that sense of skill while riding on the back of this thing, while maneuvering and interacting and talking like Bruce. It's pretty impressive. So I think it's just. I think when you think of Pixar sharks, when you think of Disney sharks, Bruce certainly comes to mind when you think about him. So the memorable lines, obviously, hello, my name is Bruce. Hello, Bruce. Fish are friends, not food. And what I would really recommend everybody, you can actually get the soundtrack of Finding Nemo, the musical, on like Spotify or on YouTube or somewhere like that. Download it, and the fish are friends, not food song is phenomenal. It's great, and you gotta watch it. So Holly Knopfsinger says, I have a cat named Bruce. My husband likes to think I named him after Bruce Wayne, but I really named him after Bruce from Nemo. I love it. Nice. I love it. Awesome. No, Bruce is actually a handheld puppet. There are two of them. They do. Bruce Crush is the tricycle one. Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I haven't seen the show in quite a long time, but they still have three people maneuvering the shark. It's pretty impressive. And Mike Wheeler would know because he was in entertainment at Disney. So you corrected me on that one. So when you think of Bruce the Shark, you have his two buddies. And their buddies' names are, without looking at your notes, if you have notes.
Oh, my son rattled them off before. The hammerhead shark and the other shark.
So it's the hammerhead shark and the thingy shark.
and the thingy shark. Is Chom one of them?
Chom?
And
Chom.
Anchor.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you know which one's which?
Anchor is the hammerhead, I think.
Anchor is the hammerhead.
Shaped like a hammerhead. Shaped like an anchor. Yeah.
Shaped like an anchor.
Yeah.
I like these two guys a lot because they kind of like, because this is meant to be like an intervention, like trying to prevent him from having another fish, trying to eat another fish. They're like the two guys trying to support him, trying not to let him have another bite or another fish to eat. And it gives that comic relief to it, which I really like. Tom Does Disney, welcome him to the stream, buddy. Christie's Corner, welcome in as well. Great to see both of you guys in here. Welcome into the stream. So you got Anchor.
Bye, Donna. Thanks for popping in as well. Donna says she has to run off.
All right, Donna, thank you. Oh, you're going to Kona Cafe? Wow, you have to make me
had to say those
right
words.
You had to make me jealous right now, guys. Kona Cafe, that's where it's at. It's so good.
By the way, this just came in the mail from Ruth. Thank you so much, Ruth, for Shark Week. My official new Shark Cup.
I love it.
I had to show it off a little. Thanks, Ruth. That's cool.
I need some shark I need a shark fin on my head or something. Something that
I was thinking that before. I was thinking, how cool would it be to have shark fins? Well, it wouldn't be cool actually. It probably look ridiculous. It would have been funny.
Hey, that would have been cool, man.
I was looking for when I was a kid. I think maybe when I first went to SeaWorld in Orlando when I was 9 years old, I brought back a stuffed cuddly toy shark from there. Obviously, I don't have it anywhere anymore, or it's up in the loft or something like that. I don't know, but I was going to kind of get it out for the backdrop last night when we were doing Jaws. I couldn't find it. So yeah.
Would you say it would look silly? This is coming from the guy who dressed up like Hulk Hogan at Public.
that was themed.
Yep, of course it was. The fin. Christy's Corner says, don't tell anybody I'm sitting at work watching you guys. Well, I'm glad we can give you some entertainment at work.
Chris, your boss is watching. So.
And Keystone 76 ARJ, welcome into stream. Fish are friends, not food. Exactly. Though sometimes when you marinate fish and then put it on the grill or fry it, it's really, really good. So they are fish, are friends, and food. And food. It's good. It's really good. So you have Bruce, Anchor, Chum from Finding Nemo. Really awesome characters. I wish they had a little bit more screen time. Maybe a spin-off, maybe. What would you guys think about that?
A
be
Bruce,
awesome.
a Bruce Anchor and Chum spin-off would be quite interesting, actually. Yeah,
Like a Disney Plus series.
I was just thinking that. I was
Yeah.
thinking that a Disney Plus kind of thing. It could be like similar to what was that movie where the shark or like defects from the group or something? Is it Shark Tale? No.
Oh yeah.
No, that's a different premise. But maybe like Anchor, Chum, and Bruce like leave a shark group because they're all like fish eaters. And then they go like traveling and they end up in this submarine where they're having interventions. I don't know. Tom does Disney.
I was just looking at that question by Tom, yeah.
What's your favorite shark? IRL Dan.
In real life, yeah. Is this like are we supposed to know these sharks by name? You know, like Kevin the shark. He was last seen off the coast of Florida.
The only shark that I really liked was, you know, they used, actually we could bring this up later, when you could swim with sharks at Typhoon Lagoon.
Yes, I love
that. Was so cool.
I was gutted when they got rid of Shark Reef there. That was really, really cool.
So I'm gonna call him Tommy from Typhoon Lagoon.
Tommy from Typhoon.
There we go. We'll talk about Typhoon Lagoon later, because technically they are Disney sharks.
Yes,
technically.
Disney Shark.
Maybe I now have to change my answer to my favorite Disney shark. It's obviously Kevin, who I swam with at Typhoon Lagoon. Clearly,
Christy's Corner says, or the drunk shark from Katy Perry's Super Bowl preference from several years ago. There were so many memes of that shark for a long time. So
was it like left shark, right shark?
You're asking the two British guys if they've seen a Super Bowl thing. So I think
that's a good one.
Gluck the Shark was another favorite shark of mine. Disney fanatic. We will get there.
That was my favorite one. So yeah,
we will get there. Absolutely. We are going to head over to the sequel of Finding Nemo to Finding Dory, and we're going to talk about Destiny.
Wait, but by the way, was Bruce the first one you thought of, though? You never really said.
Yeah,
Bruce, was I right?
Yep.
Okay.
Bruce is the first one I thought of, but not my favorite.
Not my favorite. No, I agree.
All right.
I thought, you know, because we're doing Nemo and then we'll go straight into Dory.
Yeah. I was just curious.
So Destiny is from Finding Dory and is voiced by Caitlin Olsen. Now, if you don't know who Caitlin Olsen, she is the actress from one of my favorite TV shows, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is definitely not a Disney. It's Disney's here. Always Sunny is over here because they are complete polar opposites. One is very, friendly, family friendly, child friendly. Always Sunny from Philadelphia is very explicit and crude. But the actress in Always Sunny in Philadelphia is in Finding Dory, and she plays Destiny. Which I think is pretty cool. Corey Meetsworld is here. Welcome in, pal. Great to see you. You got to tell me what your favorite shark is, Corey. You know what I really liked about Finding Dory was the characters. I really liked, although I don't think the movie was as good as Finding Nemo, but I think the characters were very good. And I think Destiny was very good. We realized that Destiny was, I'm just looking at my notes, that's why I'm looking to the side. Destiny was not a great swimmer, and she had really bad eyesight, which kind of, follows the whole Dory, short-term memory loss. They both have some sort of learning or disability, but they would be friends for years, but obviously Dory doesn't remember, and they were called the Pipe Pals because they used to swim through the pipes together. Now, Destiny is a whale shark because she speaks whale, but she's still technically a shark. So she's a really cool character. Corey says, I do like Bruce.
Sorry, I'm speaking shark.
I thought you were saying
whale. I'm speaking whale.
I thought he was just yawning.
I thought you were just started listing people off in the chat in whale talk.
Yeah.
Like Noah Superman. People are gonna join the stream and they'll be like, what are you doing?
What has happened to these people? tapping their routers, thinking, "Oh, my internet's gone slow."
Why are we on slow mo?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great character. Destiny and Dory, you know, a long time friends, and actually, I thought Destiny was one of the best parts of the movie, as well as Hank the octopus. But obviously, Hank the octopus is not a shark.
Awesome.
But yeah, what did you guys just think in general, finding Dory and the character of Destiny?
You know, I've only seen Finding Dory once at the cinema when it first came out, and I can't actually remember her, I'm ashamed to say. So that's, yeah. Sorry, I've got nothing to add, unfortunately. I know Nemo very, very well. I've seen Nemo, the obviously the first film, many, many times. Finding Dory, I've only seen the once. So, yeah, my memory of it's vague.
It's quite a... I feel like, although it's a modern film, it's quite overlooked now compared to, because Pixar have such an amazing repertoire of movies. I feel like it just gets lost in the shuffle.
Right. Yeah, same as Adam. Like, we saw it once in the theater. We own it. I think I've seen it one other time, but we really haven't seen it that much. But she is a great character, and I loved everything you said about it, Dan. I kind of forgot about, you know, her disabilities and how she kind of overcomes it, and the way they develop it in the movie and everything. And I really do like the beluga whale. I guess he's a Phil Dunphy from Modern Family. I really like that character. So the mix between her and him, like, they're kind of buddies too, and they're great characters. And you're right, they are. And Hank's a really great character, and they really do have strong, great characters in that movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agree.
So those are like the four main sharks from the Finding Nemo Dory franchise. So you have Bruce, Anchor, Chum, and Destiny. Really great characters. Pixar did a great job with them, and they were really, really awesome and great, and they were really well animated as well.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a character that it is one of those characters where I feel only really like big Disney fans knows the character's name, but everybody knows the character. They just don't know the name. And that is the shark from The Little Mermaid. Gluck the Shark.
The shark, yeah.
Or from the north, like you say, Adam, Gluck the Shark.
Gluck the Shark.
Gluck the Shark. Sorry, very quickly, Tom does this. He says, Destiny has a part in Turtle Talk as well, so she is represented in the parks. And that gives me a quick reminder. Tom Does Disney he does these amazing premieres where you'd watch 40-minute vlogs, and he did Turtle Talk in his last vlog. It was really, really great, and it was so much fun. So guys, go check out Tom Does Disney. Gluck the Shark. Everyone just knows him as the shark from The Little Mermaid.
Now, Gluck was my first choice of my favorite Disney shark.
I want to know why.
Because when Little Mermaid came out, I was a kid, and I was still riding on that sort of that sharks are terrifying sort of Jaws thing, you know. So this shark ticks all those boxes. He's terrified, he's mean, he's hungry, he wants to eat mermaids and small yellow fish and things that go ooh and whatever, you know. So yeah, he just ticked all the boxes. He just kind of looks mean. You kind of get away, but you know, that's so not the vegetarian hipster shark that kind of decides that he doesn't want to eat fish, even though all sharks eat. So
shark.
yeah. So Gluck was the one, because he's kind of a little bit sort of badass and you know, sort of
yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah,
you know what I find really funny is you got a movie called The Little Mermaid, and you get introduced to this. It's a princess movie. There we go. There it is.
There's Glut right there. I should have pulled up
and he got like red eyes as well or something like that.
He looks scary.
Wait! I can do it. There we go.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Do the face again. Ready? Here we go. Look, there's his.
There he is. Yeah.
And there's me.
That's uncanny.
I know. The shark that ruined
the
shark that bit my leg off yesterday in the pub talk stream has taken over me. Yeah. Welcome Rachel from Diz Life of Ours. Guys, they did a really, really awesome video yesterday or the day before that, where they were at Universal Studios. And they were like undercover through Universal Studios. It was so much fun. Guys, go check out Diz Life of Ours, great friends of the channel. Glut the Shark. So you have this Little Mermaid movie, right? You got a princess movie. You get introduced to Ariel and her cute sidekick Flounder, and then bang, out of nowhere, you get this vicious shark in a princess movie.
It's funny.
It just comes out of nowhere, and I'm just like, this is pretty like dark for a princess movie. Like Cinderella, like it's all like, you know, it's pretty much a Cinderella and a stepsister, but you get a shark that's trying to eat Ariel.
A lot of the princess movies are quite dark, to be fair. You know, with Snow White and the wicked, the wicked queen.
Yeah, but don't forget, we haven't seen that in
Cinderella
like
and
30, 40 years. Yeah. We haven't seen that in 40 years. But when you think of a princess movie, I don't see vicious sharks trying to.
Yeah, but I mean, Glut is only a minor villain. Obviously, you've still got a far worse villain in Ursula. So, like, you know, so Glut, you know, you can't give it like, yes, he's an angry sort of hungry shark, but you know, we all get hangry from time to time. So, you know, if we're not eating for a while, we all get hangry if we're not eating for a while. So Glut's just, you know, actually he's just adulting and doing his normal thing, really, and he just kind of sees some food and decides he wants it.
The thing is, with like,
I think he's getting an unfair bad rep. I'm sticking up for Glut. He's my mate. Leave Glut alone. You leave Glut alone. He's a good guy.
The thing is with Glut, right, and Ursula. Okay, so Glut only wants to kill Ariel, whereas Ursula wants to take over the sea. Yeah, and she doesn't technically want to kill Ariel. So Ariel's biggest villain is Glut.
No, he doesn't want. Yeah, he's just hungry. He just mistakes us for some food. That's all. It's a misunderstanding. You don't understand Glut the way I understand Glut. He's a cool guy.
Okay. Disney Circus Girl says, I think the chef is the worst villain in The Little Mermaid. I completely agree, but I do love him. Louis from The Little Mermaid is a great character. But Glut the Shark, I think I'd have to agree with. Actually, I was going to agree with you, Adam, saying he was my favorite shark, but there was another one that I have in mind. But Glut the Shark is we'll get there. Glut the Shark is a really underrated shark that gets a minute of screen time. Rob, have you got any thoughts on Glut the Shark?
It's just fun. Everything Adam said, I agree with. It's just way too funny.
Yes. we can't both be wrong, Dan. We can't both be wrong.
It really is dark, though.
And Disney Circus Girls even chipped in saying Glut is just a normal shark trying to live his best life. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
God.
So not much to talk about Glut, be honest with you. But
no, you can't. Well, speaking of The Little Mermaid, there is another shark, surprisingly, in the Little Mermaid universe called Undertow. Now, Undertow comes from The Little Mermaid 2, which is the sequel. And he's pretty much Ursula's sister, Morgana's, right-hand shark. And what happened was he was miniaturized. And basically that Morgana is trying to make him life-size again, and it never works until right at the end. And he's just like a sarcastic, he prefers Ursula over Morgana. So you got that Morgana jealousy of her sister kind of deal, kind of similar to Lion King Simba's Pride, where the villain is like jealous of Scar. Like it's the same, pretty much the same thing. But Undertow is this tiny little shark, right? Like more like a piranha, with a fin. And he's just really sarcastic, really funny, and he just causes a lot of issues for Ariel and her family. Undertow, he's just a.
He does have this ridiculous underbite like a piranha, doesn't he? That's exactly It's ridiculous. Just before you move on with Undertow anymore, like just going back to Glut for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I've got a reason you should like him. He mimics the shark in Jaws 4. So just go back to last night's comment. You know, he goes through a shipwreck to try and get his food, which is obviously what the shark in Jaws 4 does. Now, given your love for Jaws 4, you should therefore love Glut as well.
I do love Glut. I never said I didn't. I just said he's like the ultimate villain. You know.
Here we go. Ready? Good. I'm gonna show Glut. There he is on the screen. And go ahead.
This whole stream, I'm just gonna be like doing facial expressions.
I wish
can you
Dave,
imitate Gluck,
I
too?
wish Dave had come on like 3 seconds earlier, just so he could have seen you go.
Welcome to the stream, Dave. Ready? We're Disney Sharks. Disney Sharks. Disney Sharks.
God, it's all gone to chaos.
Sorry.
God,
Dave
Rob,
gets it. It goes nuts.
God, this is
Your Uber driver's here.
Dave from Brandy and Dave. David, my Uber driver, is here. Welcome, buddy. Welcome into the stream.
Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Disney Shark Day. Super
Yes.
pumped.
Disney Shark
Did
Day.
you just wish us happy Disney Shark Day?
I
he
did.
did say Happy Disney Shark Day. It's only
I'm making that a thing now.
it's
It is a
only
thing.
Wednesday, everyone, and we're already borderline ridiculous.
Already, I've done like two like facial expressions of a shark already.
Jeez. I missed it. I'm so.
You're
sad.
gonna have to get home, set up the computer, and then I can show you my undertow and glut impression.
I'm excited. Excited.
How you doing, buddy? Welcome into the
I'm-
stream.
I'm good, man. I am good. Hello, chat. I can't see you, and I probably shouldn't look. So.
It's a good job you didn't
No one
look.
said I,
You
Dave.
probably
Not
would have
one
crashed if you didn't see what Dan was doing just about 30 seconds ago. So
That's insane.
Well, guys, if you haven't checked out Dave from Brandy and Dave, please go check
Sorry.
them out. Really great friends of the channel and the community, and I'm sure Dave will be sticking around with us, and will you be joining us a little later when you arrive at your destination?
Yes, once I drop you off wherever I'm taking you, I will get
Nice.
on my computer and jump in, of course.
Nice, as long as it's not the Bahamas like Jaws 4 yesterday.
No, it will not be the Bahamas. I was kind of concerned today driving around. I didn't know if a shark was following me.
Dave, did you look in the toilet when you had to go to the bathroom? Be
I
honest.
was concerned. Yes. Yeah.
Just checking.
Very, very quickly, welcome in Jim from More Sunshine, please. He did a great stream yesterday during a monsoon with the
boy.
Disney Nerd Herders. It was so much fun seeing him and doing a live stream right from the parks. And if you guys haven't checked out that live stream, go check out More Sunshine, please, and Jim over there.
Chat check.
Chat check. Let's
Happy
see.
birthday, Jamie.
Wait, it's Jim's birthday?
It was the other day, yeah.
Happy
was.
birthday, Jim. Happy birthday to you. Right. Mike Wheeler says it can't be official Disney Shark Day. It's already an official Experiment 626 Day. And
That's true.
speaking of that, Mike Wheeler, we're going to move on to our next shark, which is from the Lilo and Stitch franchise. Who knew that
really?
there was a shark
Wow.
from Lilo and Stitch?
Not
More
me.
specifically, it's from the movie Leroy and Stitch called Sinker.
What?
The name of the shark is called Sinker. Now,
Did we talk about Bruce yet? Because that's the only one I know.
Bruce was the first
Yeah.
one we
Bruce was the
spoke
first one I
about.
Yeah, we already did that one.
Great.
Maybe we'll discuss this a little when we do a recap. Maybe.
Yes.
Is that him right? Wait, hold on a sec. He
I'm
looks like an
looking,
alien?
I'm looking at
Yeah.
Sinker right now. He's god.
Yep.
Wow,
Put it
he's
up on the
cool.
screen.
Well, I gotta pull it up
He
here.
looks like a shark version of Stitch.
Here we go, ready? He's like, ooh. He's got that big thing there. That's
Look
pretty
how
cool.
big that fin is. Jeez.
It's not sneaking up on anyone, that's for sure. Imagine
Oh.
seeing, like, instead of a shark fin, imagine seeing that in the water. That's
That's
crazy. Dave, don't get an accident, but that's the
It's
the
not-
guy.
it's
That's a whole wind sail. That's
Yeah, I
not-
was gonna say that's not a shark fin. That's a wind sail. You can actually
The
go
wind sail.
sailing on the back of Sinker.
Jane, have you ever heard of this
could
guy
you-
before?
No.
No.
Could you imagine how high the camera angle would have been in Jaws 4 if that was the fit?
This look, I do not know anything about this character. The reason why I
This is
chose
such a
this
great.
character was because
Next.
Mike Wheeler said it was Experiment 626 Day, and this is the only shark from the Lilo and Stitch franchise. But I don't know. Look, for a shark to have its name called Sinker is probably not a very good swimmer.
I would.
Or he sinks boats and other vehicles, like helicopters and airplanes, just like other sharks we know. So
This is ridiculous.
Hashtag off the rails.
It was off the rails like 20 minutes ago. Trust me.
it was off the rails as soon as it started.
And you thought that this topic would only last 5 minutes, Adam. Jeez.
It should. I mean, we are padding. We are seriously padding. Like in case nobody's realised yet. I love that we still have an audience. Like,
oh, thanks.
I just think people thought, this won't take long. I can just quickly watch this before I go for my dinner. But yeah, we're still only halfway through the sharks at the minute. This is great.
Did you read the description, Dan? The description is very interesting. Did you read it?
Why didn't you indulge
Sinker,
the viewers?
aka Experiment 602, is an illegal generic experiment created by Jumbo Jacoby, whatever, and a character in the Lilo and Stitch franchise. Ready for this? Here we go. Here's the answer. He is designed to slice enemy sea vessels in half with his large sword-like dorsal fin. This looks so nice too. Well, so does Stitch sometimes too, I guess. His one true place is at a Japanese restaurant, cutting up fish fillets and vegetables to make sushi.
Wait, put the picture back up again. Wait, put the picture back up again.
That is his explanation.
This guy. This guy could cut through boats and sushi and
wow. I love how Disney Circus Girls chimed in with, yes, but in the UK it's 266 and not 626. Very, very true.
Jeez.
As she said, it may be chaos, but it's fun. Thank you, Disney Circus Girls.
So Mike Wheeler says, question, isn't the villain in the first Lilo and Stitch movie, the big guy, is he considered the space shark? See, I never thought he was a space shark. We're talking about Captain Gantu from Lilo and Stitch. I'm not sure. He didn't really have a fin though, so I didn't consider him a shark. But he does kind of look like a shark. I don't know.
He doesn't like to be mocked about his fin though, so don't mock him. Don't do that.
What, Sinker?
Upset. Yeah, he doesn't like to get upset. Love it.
Oh gosh, Istro as well says, yeah, Americans are mesmerized with sharks, and he tagged me and Adam, the two Brits here.
His personality: destructive, slippery, reckless, and sensitive about his size. Too funny.
Jeez, right. So
I got your favorite shark. I gotta tell you,
we're going to the bottom of the barrel, aren't we? The next one on my list is not even from a Disney movie.
Wait,
it is from a Disney Junior TV show.
Yes.
Called Mr. Chomp from Doc Mcstuffins.
Mr. Chomp.
And Rob, I want you to be the picture guy. Can you get up the picture?
Yeah, I gotta find Mr. Chomp.
Yeah.
I know exactly who is that. Well, that's the scary part.
This is probably the least threatening Disney shark out there, including Bruce, who doesn't eat fish. Mr. Chomp from Doc Mcstuffins has to be on this list because look, preschoolers and kindergartners are going to watch Doc Mcstuffins and they are going to encounter Mr. Chomp. And I don't know anything about Mr. Chomp. Grace F says he's purple. He is purple, but that's all I know about him. Aren't all sharks purple? Well, Sinker, the alien one, isn't. But I think most others are.
Oh God,
Mr. Chomp. I really don't know anything about this character. All I know is
it doesn't matter. We're still going to talk about him.
He I think he might be like a. Look at this guy,
Mr. Chomp.
Right,
He is purple. She was right. He doesn't sink battleships with his fin, though.
So knowing Doc Mcstuffins, was this the character on the show that needed something fixed? Like, did it have an ailment?
I'm sure it did.
In the episode, I would assume that would be the
that was someone's drawing, but here he is. That's the actual Mr. Chomp. So there wasn't much to do. I love that Dave's looking. It's so funny.
I love the fact that Dave knows somewhat information about his character.
Well, we watched the show.
I know.
Well,
I know.
Gigi. Yeah, Gigi was close to to that age group, like getting out of Disney Junior when Doc
Right.
Mcstuffins came about.
Okay. So
Yes.
you know a bit.
I don't
about...
remember that. I don't remember that episode though.
Okay.
Yes, I have seen Disney Junior live on stage
Nice.
multiple times.
His issue that he thinks one of his teeth was broken, and that's what Doc Mcstuffins got to fix his teeth.
There you go.
So,
Dentist Mcstuffins.
Dentist McStuffin. I just
and the other toys are frightened of him. Shocker.
I can't even describe what is going on right now with all of the sharks we've spoken about already. So Mr. Chomp from Doc Mcstuffin is.
I like Mr. Chomp too. He's pretty awesome. I'm loving this show, Dan. It's a fun show. Pretty cool.
I did miss a Little Mermaid character actually, but this one is from the TV show. Maybe he's purple from eating jellyfish. Maybe, who knows? Maybe that's or shrimp. Maybe, because I know if you eat shrimp flamingos do, they get their pink purpley color.
Grace F says, "Aren't all sharks purple? Are they? I don't. Did you read that comment earlier?
I did, but I'm just trying to figure out if there are any others that aren't purple. There is a Little Mermaid character from the TV show called Emperor Shaga.
Obviously.
Right.
Welcome, Tanya, from That Crazy Disney Lady. Welcome into stream.
What's
Tanya
up,
has
Tanya?
an awesome channel. Guys, please go check out Tanya, That Crazy Disney Lady.
Thanks, Tanya.
Emperor Shaga from The Little Mermaid is actually voiced by legendary voice actor Jim Cummings, who did Peg-Led Pete, Big Bad Wolf, Doc from Snow White, Cheshire Cat, Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Car and Colonel from King Louie from Jungle Book, the Colonel from 101 Dalmatians. He's like been in everything.
I was really hoping you were going to say Michael Caine. Michael Caine
is the voice.
Hello, I'm Michael Caine. So Emperor Shaga, Rob, do you mind searching up Emperor Shaga from the Little Mermaid TV show? Is the next shark on our list. Now, I've never seen the Little Mermaid TV show, but a person who might have seen this character before is Little Mermaid superfan Dougie from Waltergram. So I wonder if Dougie has seen Emperor Shaga from the Little Mermaid TV shows. There he is.
He needs to go on WW with me, I think.
Look at him.
Whoa.
Wow. Wait.
Hey, look at it. Don't crash, Dave.
Impression time.
I'm going to red light. We're good.
I love how Dan is trying to become all of these characters.
Welcome in, Ray J. Welcome in, and welcome in, Dougie. Great to see you.
Scary looking, this guy. Wow.
He looks menacing. He looks like he's the Andre the Giant of the Little Mermaid world.
That's awesome.
He does.
To be fair, I'm on Fandom, their website. He looks a little bit more happier here. So he looks like
him.
He looks like what does he look like? He looks like Ralph Cramden, I think, maybe. I don't know.
He looks like King Koopa.
He does look like King Koopa. That is funny.
Jeez. Well, Dougie does know this character. Of course I have. Who do you take me for? I was only just asking, Dougie.
Ultimate.
Does Sand Shark count? Sand Shark. Who's Sand Shark here with?
Sand Shark is actually listed on this same thing.
It is.
Sand Shark is.
I might have missed it.
Oh,
go on, Adam. You let the viewers know who Sand Shark is.
Well, Kay knows who Sand Shark is, but Sand Shark, or the Sand Shark, also known as the Beast, apparently, is a minor antagonist in the TV series Aladdin. He also appears in Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Oh my God.
Raiders of the Lost Shark. And the Beast.
The
Aladdin TV series is where Sand Shark comes from. So,
jeez, Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Though,
yeah.
You don't want to mess with the sand shark. Look at this guy. Holy cow. Dan, do this guy. Ready? Here you go.
Wait. There you go.
That's funny.
That's a really difficult one to do. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I hope everybody's not like screen capturing all of my impressions and then going.
I hope you are.
Well,
Everyone screen captures.
Well, now everyone's going to go back and screen capture all
Oh,
of them.
oh,
There's
yeah.
25 of them.
I was going to say, to be fair, you can watch this on replay. So yes, all of these, please screen capture them and make them into a lovely montage. Thank you.
Thank you, my lovely subscribers.
Oh, actually, I've been doing a few impressions, so I've just shot myself in the foot, really.
So yeah, that was the sand shark. Very interesting. I only have actually 3 more left on my list. We have one called the Robot Shark from James and the Giant Peach. Now, James and the Giant Peach is not a Disney animated classic movie. I think it was created by one of Disney's side studios. And it looks pretty damn awesome. It looks pretty cool. Like, it looks like something out of like Transformers or it just looks pretty cool. It's this, I think it's like a huge shark thing. I only saw a picture of it. I don't know, but it looks incredible. Like it. So I think Rob's on the pick alert.
He looks pretty incredible.
He is on
Jaws the Revenge kind of shark. So
look at that.
He's pretty awesome.
So he flies.
He's a flying shark, like in Jaws 4. He looks pretty cool. I don't really know a lot about him. I actually haven't seen the movie. Anybody seen the James and the Giant Peach movie?
Can I tell you? I want to see James and the Giant Peach just because of his Robo Shark. He looks pretty. Look at this is like an artist guy did that. Look at that. That's cool. Very
How
cool.
do I not remember a robot shark from James and the Giant Peach, the book?
Actually, that robot one probably has more like natural movement in it than the one in Jaws 3, which is kind of towards the glass at the end as well, where the tail doesn't move and just kind of glides towards the glass to break it.
Jeez. So that was Robot Shark. And there's 2 more which I think are a little bit more popular than some of the others, like Undertow, Robot Shark, Mr. Chomp. Molly, welcome into the stream. Great to see you. Happy Shark Week.
Molly.
We are going to talk about the one that was not on the list that me and Adam thought of, and that is the Toy Shark.
Howdy.
From Toy Story. Howdy.
Hi, Woody. Howdy. Yeah, Shark. He's just called Shark or Sharky or something, isn't he? So yeah, he's wearing Woody's hat. Howdy. So, yeah.
I think he's in Toy Story 4 too.
I think if Steve was in the chat, Steve could have done the best impression because he has the hat to do it already.
He does.
Joey's World, I can see it now. DizneyDan headlines in Vegas doing shark impressions. Watch out, Wayne Newton.
I'll tell you what, I really do love this shark in Toy Story. And I did mention that.
Hold it on the screen, Rob, and Adam do the impression.
Here's the shark. Say something, Adam.
Wait, what? Sorry? Wait.
Do the howdy.
Okay, sorry. Howdy.
And yes, I am counting it as a shark because it's a toy shark. It is a shark. Technically, it's the least threatening shark because it's a toy. But this shark is pretty cool.
This is him with the hat on. I don't think he had his hat on in the other ones.
Yeah, funnily enough, I was on the drive home today, and speaking of toy sharks, I was wondering where RobFuz's toy shark is this year. Because last year he was there just holding this daft little rubber toy shark while me and Brandon were trying to talk about Jaws. He's like, look at my toy shark. So, yeah.
Steve had the toy shark yesterday, didn't he?
He did. He's around somewhere. I'm going to find him. I'm going to find him for tomorrow's stream. So bringing him out for the big streams.
So yeah, we got the I'm gonna call him the howdy shark from Toy Story, which I think is a pretty cool shark. I think he's very interesting. Doesn't really have a role in the movie, just is like Woody's friend. I don't know. If Mr. Chomp was in there, this one has to be.
He's the toy. Look at him. He's just called Shark. So
he's just called Shark.
He is just called Shark, yeah.
That's awesome.
I love the fact all the other characters in the Toy Story universe have like names, and he's just called Shark. Like you got Ham, You got Woody, Buzz, Bo Peep.
Show him respect, Dan. His name is Mr. Shark. Mr. Shark.
Not
Sorry.
Mr. Chomp, but Mr. Shark.
Mr. Shark. Show him some respect. So.
Jeez. We had a wonderful pet inflatable shark at uni, but he died in the first Great Nerf War, says Tucky.
Mr. Shark.
Dave, Toy Shark from Toy Story.
I have arrived at my destination.
That's it.
He just,
I love
the question, and he just
He's gone.
Is this a line that was taken from the movie that we missed? So,
any other comments on the Toy Shark?
I'm just. He's in 2 movies. He's in Toy Story 1 and 2. I would have swore he was in Toy Story 4, but
Is he in 2?
I think I thought it was in 3.
I'm on fandom. It says
Not in 3.
appeared in Toy Story.
Maybe it must be 2 then.
Toy Story 2 and Nighttime. I don't know what Nighttime is, but it's night.
How weird. I don't know. The final shark on my list. Technically, he's not a shark, but technically he is a shark because he becomes a shark, and that is Maui from Moana, voiced by my twin Dwayne Johnson. Clearly,
sorry, I wasn't supposed to laugh as hard as that. But
what are you trying to say, Adam? We look exactly alike.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's uncanny. Totally alike.
I always saw it, to be honest.
In fact, the first time I saw you on YouTube, Dan, I was like, "Whoa, Dwayne the Rock Johnson is on YouTube." Okay, yes, Disney down there.
Well, here, look at him though. He looks just like Dan though, because look at him. He doesn't look like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. He looks like the guy. Dan, do that in person.
Wait. I'm gonna get to this.
There you go. We playing? We playing? We playing? Look at it. Oh, I'm a shark, man. I'm a shark.
Oh my god,
that's awesome.
Technically, he is a shark because he's not a human. He's a demigod, right? And he can he becomes an eagle. He becomes a shark. Like, he becomes like a lot of stuff. So technically, he is a Disney shark. Technically. And he's probably the most charismatic.
Come on, the list is so small. I definitely count him as a Disney shark, for God.
He's the most charismatic, lovable. I'm just trying to think of great adjectives. Like just an awesome shark. Like the best Disney shark I think there has ever been. In my opinion.
I count.
In my opinion.
Mm.
Adam's like, no, you're wrong.
Third or fourth on my list. Fourth
on your list. I think he's just a really fun, because I feel like he's not. He doesn't show like a lot of the shark character. The only way he becomes a shark is with his magic cook. But that's pretty much it. Like he's not really a shark character. He's Maui who becomes a shark.
That's why he's so far down the list in fourth. If he was more shark, less Maui, then maybe he would be higher up. But obviously I'm sticking with my buddy Gluck. He's my mate. He's representing the sharks, so he's number one. But yeah, Maui's fake shark is number 4.
Mike Weeder says, Dan, here's one to add to your list. Taylor Lautner as Sharkboy from the Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl. It is a Disney movie. Yes, he is. But is he a shark? Or has he got like the powers of a shark? I can't even remember.
The list is so small. I put him on the list. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you for that. Adding him.
I would agree. I would put him.
You're really going to debate this, Dan? Really?
I told you, this is my stupidest topic I think there's ever been on YouTube.
I love it.
The fact that we managed to pad this out for nearly an hour is impressive.
Hey! I knew we would get to an hour, and you doubted me, my friend. You doubted me, and I got there.
I genuinely thought that tonight's stream would go something like this. So, welcome everyone. Adam, what's your favorite shark? Gluck. Next. That's how I thought it would go. So, yeah.
Kate Albert says he has a fin. So, okay, if we're clarifying that anything that has a fin, that's not a dolphin or a fish, it's a shark. So, Sharkboy is a shark. Yeah, let's do that. So, Sharkboy can be on my list too. Right. Top 3 sharks. Adam, go.
Number 1, Glut. I think I've already flown the flag for him. Number 2 is Mr. Shark from Toy Story. And my number 3 is a joint collaboration between Chomp and Anchor.
So not Bruce.
No, Bruce is 5th. Bruce is a hipster vegetarian, so he gets pushed down the list for that. He loses points. So, yeah, eat more meat, Bruce, and then you go back up the list. But until then, yeah, eat more. Yeah, so
more meat.
Exactly, because he's a hipster vegetarian, he loses points. He goes down in my estimation. Don't come to my barbecue with your vegetarian ways. So it's so he loses points. I'm putting Chum and Anchor in there. 4th is going to be the Maui shark, and 5th is Bruce. There you go.
Maui shark, Maui shark, RobFuz, top 3. Actually, you know what? Top 5. Go.
Oh, see, I had 3 ready. Bruce is number 1. I'm going to say Mr. Shark is number 2. I'm going to, but out of left field here, I'm going to add Sinker as number 3. I'm going to add Maui as number 4, and of course Undertow. He's pretty awesome. So I'm going to add an Undertow. So that's my top 5 out of nowhere.
Nice.
Go ahead, man.
Corey said, guys, you have spent many hours on Ed talking about Beverly. Not that crazy to think sharks would be any different.
On that, I was thinking before, how about getting a shark in Beverly? Like, now that would just send a shark wild, surely. Like, if you're gonna ramp a shark up, a shark in a tank of Beverly. Yeah, that's
just one of those shark ice cubes and put them in the Beverly. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, this is really going off the deep end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just feel like the thing is with the Beverly stuff, talking about Beverly, we can only talk about Beverly. Whereas this, you've actually got me to do impressions of different sharks on YouTube to
impressions again. That would have been awesome.
Tens of people. I'm not even going to say tens of hundreds. I'm going to say tens of people watching me impersonate Disney sharks on YouTube. I mean, talk about coming out of my comfort zone right there. He has a fin. He can communicate with sharks, and he has rosa teeth like sharks. So, okay, Sharkboy on the list from Sharkboy and Lavagirl. Thank you, Mike Wheeler, for clarification, because I actually haven't seen that movie. So, thank you for letting me know. He's caring. He cares for the fishes, says Gelly's Journey.
Yeah, before that, she said Bruce should get extra points for being vegetarian. That's where she followed on with he's caring. He cares for the fishes.
The problem is I'm such a meat eater. Like, I'm pretty much a carnivore. That's why, like...
See, Kay's with us on this, on the carnivore thing. She says, it is so wrong to be a vegetarian shark. Yes, Kay, it is. That's why Bruce is 5th.
Veggie shark. Okay, so I'm doing 9 shots tomorrow night. Corey, why are you putting yourself through that? Why? Like... I'm not even going to...
Corey, can I...
Gelly missed the shark impressions. You can go back and rewatch them and
go back, rewatch them, screenshot them, put them on Twitter. I really don't care. Yeah. My top 5 sharks. I'm gonna put Bruce at number 1.
Boo!
Yay!
I'm going to put. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm putting Sinker from Leroy and Stitch number 2 because
he's awesome. Man.
He's so cool.
Sinker the Windsail.
Sinker the Windsail shark at number 2. Glut number 3 from The Little Mermaid. Maui number 4. And because I love him so much, Mr. Chomp from Doc Mcstuffins number 5.
He's Mr. Chomp. No Mr. Shark. All
right. No.
Howdy.
Oh, look at his back.
He's got all those teeth and no toothbrush.
Corey Meeswell says he's doing 9 Beverly shots because he promised. Oh, he always keeps his word.
As he should.
As he should. No liars here.
Go the distance and go the
No, I just meant he should probably do 9 shots of Beverly every time he goes to Epcot, but whatevs.
It's because he's training. And I feel like, dude, Corey, this will be easier for you because we did 10 together. So that means it's only one less than what we did. So that's less time, like, in agony.
Yeah, but it means Corey's probably only just going to get over the side effects by the time you get back out to Orlando.
It's only 53 days, so.
Oh.
Right. Dave.
Yo.
Top 5 Disney sharks.
In order or just any of them?
In
order.
In order or whatever. This is really not a very serious show.
Right.
No,
right.
no, this is important. It's in order because this is important.
So I would say 5 is the big fin shark that would cut through boats.
Sinker.
Let's see. All right. So which one of, and I forget, which one of the Finding Nemo sharks has the like hook nose ring?
Chum.
All right. So I like him. I'm going to put him at 2. This is in no order.
With 5 to 2.
I just want to hear Adam say it again. So I'm going to go with Mr. Shark.
Howdy.
Then the shark from Doc Mcstuffins, Mr. Purple Shark, or whatever it is.
Yes. Mr.
Yes.
Chomp.
We'll put him at 3, and Bruce is my all-time favorite. Just because it's Bruce.
And by the way, Dan, congratulations. You did an hour on Disney Sharks. Very impressive. Yay.
Super pumped about that.
I should get like an Academy Award. Like I'd be like, I just want to thank all my amazing subscribers and my partner channels, my power channels, my mom, my dad. I'd never thought I could go an hour talking about Disney Sharks, but we're here and we're carrying on. I don't know how long about Disney Sharks, but just a genuine
yes. Carry on time.
Chat. Ruth Metcalf asked you, Rob, what are you eating?
Ruth, I was eating goofy candy.
He's eating fish.
And Ruth, thank you so much for the shark cup. Dave, did you see my shark cup?
I didn't see the shark cup. I did not.
Just came in the mail. So for shark.
Nice.
And Ruth gave me the shark from last time too, and I can't
like
find
it.
it. I'm gonna find him for tomorrow. So
I like it a
She's getting
lot.
mad at me to bring him out. So it's a Tervis too, which is awesome. I love
It's even
Tervis.
better. Look at that.
It's Guy Harvey. I don't know who Guy Harvey is, but
It's Steve Harvey's brother.
It's Guy Ritchie's cousin.
he's pretty awesome.
Oh, wait. I completely messed up my list. Tommy the Shark is number 1. Tommy from Typhoon Lagoon. Guys, we need to talk about
good old
swimming with sharks over at Typhoon Lagoon, because technically those are Disney sharks. Now,
so you're saying we're dragging out the Disney shark conversation?
Adam,
hours.
jeez. Just putting more salt on the wound, why don't you? Right, we're not coming to you next, right? Dave or Rob? Have you ever swum with the sharks at Disney?
I have.
That was my jam, dude. I loved it growing up. That was an every year event.
So so I think when they decided that they were like, right, we're going to, close it and whatever. Why is it? Because I loved it. I think everybody here has done it, right?
Yeah, I loved it. That was one of my favorite things to do.
Great experience.
Every person who I've spoken to has loved this experience.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it was so popular? Why do you think it was so good?
Why it was so popular?
Yeah, amongst fans, why did people just love this?
When did you ever get to do such a thing?
It's not something that was so readily accessible, is it?
Yeah, and it's not only that, but like it was included in your park admission.
Yeah,
it was something that you go to a standard water park, right? And you expect slides, and they have a fantastic wave pool there, but you never expected this, and the fact that you had the opportunity to do so was just awesome.
There was no waivers. There was no thing you had to sign about getting your leg bitten off by a shark.
Yeah,
and you could just rock up. Because, you can go to all these places and swim with dolphins or swim with turtles or swim with whatever, but you can never swim with sharks. And I think this was so cool. Obviously, these were the least threatening sharks in the world, and they were only 3 foot.
It was
length.
a couple nurse sharks that were semi big at the bottom, and then they had a couple of the little off. couple little weird hammerheads that actually came up, but most of them were bottom dwelling, and you had a couple, but they were small and whatever. I mean, but honestly, I have vivid memories of that whole thing.
And Rob, so you loved it?
Yeah, that was definitely my favorite all-time attraction in any water park ever, I think. With that sunken ship in the middle, and then you had the two sides where you would swim. I think they got rid of it because it was just very expensive for them to maintain all those.
Yes,
I'm sure.
I think that's the reason they put behind it.
And Adam,
I loved it.
Yeah, I mean everything that's been said already. Like Dave just said, where else can you do this? There's not going to be that many places. I know. Obviously, SeaWorld has its Discovery Cove where you can go swim with dolphins, but that's an extortionate cost to go and do that. It's not included in your park ticket. That's something that you really have to pay quite a lot of money to go and have that privilege. Whereas Typhoon Lagoon was included in the price, and yes, it was only a small sort of salt water reef thing to do it on, but it was fantastic. It was great. I loved doing it. Even though the water was obviously very, very cold and
the theming was great too.
The theming was fantastic. It was something I always thoroughly enjoyed doing. Something that you don't get to do many places, let alone any other water park that I can think of. And I was genuinely distraught when I heard they were closing it. It's a shame that Disney didn't want to maintain that cost because it was great. I wish they'd bring that back because I think Typhoon Lagoon is now the poorer park for it.
Jim says DizneyDan, and you get to share a snorkel with 100 other guests.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
But I guess that's the same in wearing rented bowling shoes. I know some people are really icky about hygiene and putting
or eating at any restaurant
and whatever, or eating at any restaurant.
Eating at any restaurant, the cutlery you use, has been in other people's mouths. They wash it and sanitize it again afterwards.
Yeah, so. I'm not, too bothered about the whole. I know some people are very OCD with the sanitizing thing. Jim, but I thought this. I remember doing this, and this was the last time I did it was in 2016 when I was a cast member, and I just remember loving this attraction so much that I would get in the water and I would give my snorkel back when I finished, and I'll just go round again. I went round 3-4 times because it went so quickly. It's literally it's not even that big of a tank.
No.
So you couldn't see much because everyone's pushing you on, and I think there was a current that pushed you kind of towards the other side. I thought it was just.
You had to keep swimming, yeah.
You had to keep swimming. Otherwise, you're going to get your leg bitten off.
Disney Fanatic says, when did they get rid of it? I think it was 2015, 2016, something like
that.
It
was late 202016, just after I finished my college program. So
you can do the water parks for free too as a cast member?
Yep. Everything we could do. So parks, water parks, mini golf, everything was included, which was pretty cool. All I remember was I went round for the 5th time, and then we got the kitchen sink that wasn't the kitchen sink at Typhoon Lagoon. That's not the kitchen sink from Beach Club. The one that's in a sandcastle container. And but
I'm sure we're going to see a video on it some Friday.
I just remember eating so much, and then going to the wave pool afterwards and nearly hurling.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow. LSU Mom says. You can scuba dive in the aquarium in Epcot. It's called Dive Quest. 4 of my family will be scuba diving there during our trip to December. And Disney Circus Gold literally just said that as well, because I was literally just about to bring that up because someone was about to say something.
I was, but go ahead.
I was going to say the sharks over at Typhoon Lagoon aren't the only other sharks in Disney World. You can go to Epcot, the Seas with Nemo and Friends, and there are sharks in one of the biggest water tanks in America, I think. I can't remember. And you can dive in and swim with the marine life, which is there, aka with sharks. Dave, did you want to?
I have done this.
Wow.
How much is it?
I've never met anybody who's done it before, so I'm intrigued too.
How much is it, if you don't want me asking?
So, here's the thing. There are 2 different experiences that they offer. They offer the Dive Quest one, which you have to be a certified scuba diver to do so. that is actually, you can scuba, go down underwater, everything's good. But they also offer a 3-hour tour, of the living seas, which includes a half an hour of snorkeling in the tank.
That's cool.
All right, so you get a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. They tell you that, they fed the sharks today, so don't worry, they're not going to eat you, which I think is a lie. I think they just don't change the whiteboard that they point out. I think it always just says they were fed today. But so it's, and this was several years ago. It was 5 years ago, actually. It was $150, and 3-hour tour, all of that. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had on property. I have been a fan of the living seas since I was a kid. I used to hang out there by myself and just watch the fish, right? It was an absolute blast. So for my 10th wedding anniversary, Brandy surprised me with this. While we were sitting at Sci-Fi Dine-In and said, you have to be at the front of Epcot in a half an hour.
Oh, wow. And can you confirm or deny that this tank is actually attached to the open sea with a gate? Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, sorry.
There was
Yes.
There is a gate. It's gated between the dolphins and the sharks, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard that.
And you know why? Because the dolphins kill everything.
Wow.
The dolphins kill everything.
Surprisingly, yes. They don't like
savage.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Dolphins aren't all snuggly. Just saying.
Yeah, they get a good rep, and
They don't smile.
And poor Gluck gets a bad rep. So,
Yes.
I got kissed by a dolphin once.
Yes.
Not on the lips, but just
What?
I'm gonna go on Twitter now.
Did somebody tell you to close your eyes and then a dolphin would kiss you? Like,
so now
Are you sure you want to have this on your channel?
This is great.
Get the keg. Get the keg.
I can't believe I said that. It was just so out of left field. I'm just like, I got kissed by a dolphin once.
I have it on video, and you'll never see the video, but I was pushed by a dolphin, right? And the dolphin pushed me up out of the water, and my pants fell down. It was awesome.
No.
I moved everyone. I didn't do anything else. I didn't do anything else, but I moved everyone.
Kay Atwood says, Dan, that sounds like a strange blind date.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Sam. Welcome in, Sam.
What up, Sam?
Sam.
God, this show has been
awesome.
So Dive Quest Day.
So I didn't do Dive Quest.
Right.
I'm looking it up right now. It's called Epcot Sea Adventures. Snorkel with thousands. Yeah, exactly. Snorkel with thousands of sea creatures, including sea turtles, angelfish, eagle rays, and sharks in our massive aquarium. So there's that. There's Dive Quest, which LSE Mom just put some notes in about with a cost of $175. I'm looking at this one. The tour is actually only $145, which is surprising. But so they set you up with basically a scuba tank, but there are these two floats on it, and it won't let you go under the water. So you're exactly. So you're just kind of floating at the top. It's 30 minutes of oxygen.
Just helpless floating there.
Exactly. You're just helplessly floating at the top.
Praying that they really have been fed.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's fantastic. They prep you for all this. They give you wetsuit, so it's nowhere near as cold as it was whenever you got into the whatever they called it, the swimming with the sharks at Typhoon Lagoon. It wasn't nearly that cold. And then you just snorkel around. You have a half an hour. You have at least a half an hour of air, so you don't have to go back in. It's not a real snorkel where you have to worry about accidentally turning your head and sucking in seawater, which is not fun. But yeah, you just mosey around and look at all of the sea life, and it was awesome. So much fun. Would do it again in a heartbeat. And if I were
August is
certified,
coming.
I'd go scuba diving there. So
It's one of those things where, like, not a lot of people get to do, and I would really love to do it. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of sea life. I love dolphins, sharks, like crustacean animals. I get kind of freaked out by. I don't know why. I just do. But I'd love to do
Kind
like
of need content for Shark Week 3, guys. So think about it.
what
for
me
August.
putting my life at risk in a
that's
shark
your-
tank.
Do it,
I
Dan.
donate to that. I
Do it.
donate to that.
Do it, Dan.
I need a GoPro.
they won't let you take it.
They won't let you take it into the
No.
tank.
No,
Hiding the Disney magic. It's all an illusion.
exactly. Well, the best thing you could do is book a dining experience at Coral Reef while someone you know is in there, and you can actually watch them and record it from there.
That's cool.
I don't know, just a thought.
You
know-
could see the people swimming from Coral Reef.
Yeah, definitely, you could. I mean, you're way up there, so you have to walk up to the window and look up. So it's like 30 feet deep. So
You know, speaking of Coral Reef, it's the only Disney restaurant that I can think of where you can actually watch a shark.
True.
And sadly, I used to love Coral Reef, but it's gone downhill. I used to be like, I've got to make sure I get dining for Coral Reef. And then the last 2 times I've been there, I've just been so disappointed.
I didn't like it last time either.
we were disappointed 2 times ago, and then went there for lunch, and they had a prefix menu, and it was really good.
Really?
Yeah, my biggest issue with that restaurant a couple times ago, or a few times ago, we had really not good service, like twice. And it was like, yeah, we're not paying for this.
Jeez.
We gave it another shot and went back, and our server was fantastic, and
Mm.
the food quality was better than when we were there. So
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Let's see. Disney Nerd Herders, welcome into the stream. Disney Nerd Herders are in Florida right now. They just did streams over in Magic Kingdom with More Sunshine Please. And they are doing an absolutely awesome job with their live stream. So go check out Disney Nerd Herders. Kate Atwood says, not a fan of sea life and you kissed a dolphin. Did you stop liking sea life before or after the kiss? Yeah. With Coral Reef, I feel like that both times I've been there, I've just been disappointed. And knowing that there are so many other restaurants in Epcot, there are just so many better places to go, like Via Napoli, Tepanetto. You got the Mission Space, restaurant opening. You have Rose and Crown. You have Reflection and the China restaurant, which is okay. You have the Spice Road Table. There's so many great restaurants in Epcot, and I feel like Coral Reef has just gone downhill. Like, I had the Mahi Mahi, which is what it's known for, and even that was just, like, it wasn't great. I just didn't enjoy it. So, I don't know. It just was, it was a letdown. But you get to see some sharks, which I guess is okay. It's kind of cool.
You can do that without eating, though.
Exactly. You can go ride the ride and save yourself $50. So, Disney Circus Girl says, we were going to go there, but we opted out in the end and went to Character Dining Spot instead. Can't remember which one, though. I've maybe Garden Grill. Garden Grill is the one that has characters in Epcot, or Akershus over in Norway. LSU Mum says, no cameras allowed in the tank. Disney Video's experience. And of course, you can purchase the video from Disney at an extra cost. Of course, Disney will charge you that. Jim says, if you speak with a British accent on Dive Quest, you get to wear a chain mail scuba suit and are chaperoned by Louis Gossett Jr. Cool.
Splendid.
Splendid. K-Hour says, we have restaurants that has small sharks in a tank. The tables close the aquarium are hard to get. Absolutely. I was so tempted to do this in the UK for £250. Where's that?
That's Blue Planet Aquarium, which is literally about 10, 15, 20 minutes down the road from me. So yeah.
Does what's his name? What's the blue planet guy called?
Oh yeah, good question. What is the blue planet guy?
What's the guy in Planet Earth and what's his name?
Morgan Freeman,
No. British guy.
Bill Nye
What?
the
Attenborough.
guy?
David Attenborough. What?
Yeah, David Attenborough.
David Attenborough.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who David Attenborough is?
Do not.
National Treasure. Not the movie, but National Treasure of UK.
Yeah.
Does he like
Richard Attenborough's
David Attenborough
yeah,
has like the most calming, soothing voice I think the world has ever known.
yeah, for any kind of any wildlife documentary on television.
It's like, here we have the shark swimming through the ocean,
Yeah. Yeah.
where he encounters a whale, a blue humped whale, weighing in at 323 pounds.
Like it's just like that.
He attacks and devours.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, this stream is hysterical. God.
JT Vid says Jurassic Park 2. No, that was Richard Attenborough, which is his brother.
Is his brother, yeah.
Yeah, David Attenborough. David Attenborough is not an actor. He's a television voiceover personality for almost any wildlife documentary on the planet. But yeah.
He did a great thing a couple of years ago where he was just like, the reason why there's so much bad climate change was because a small town in the UK called Brighton had all of its like pelicans and seagulls leaving, and they were going somewhere else. And he was just like, the reason why there's so much climate change and bad weather is because all the seagulls are leaving the coast. And then we all realized that it was an April Fool's joke. And you got this guy who's like 80, 90 years old pulling off something like that, who's a genius. And it got everybody fooled that the reason why climate change was being like, the reason why we're having climate issues is because seagulls were leaving the beach. It was hysterical.
That's funny.
So funny. Guys, I just want to let you know we are still talking about Disney Shark Week. Welcome into the stream.
It's more loosely based, but yes.
Nowhere in the chat was saying, please bite that like button if you haven't done already. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for all new subscribers. Please make sure you ring that notification bell so you know every single time we go live. So we've spoken about sharks in Disney movies. We've talked about sharks in real life. Sharks on rides? Is there any sharks on rides apart from Finding Nemo the musical? I'm just trying to think.
The Finding Nemo ride at Epcot.
So the Finding Nemo ride at Epcot has
And
Bruce.
the Nemo submarine voyage, I think Bruce is in that too. In
Nemo's-
Disneyland.
Oh, in
Disneyland.
Disneyland, yeah.
What about Under the Seas with the Little Mermaid? Does that have the shark on it? I can't remember.
I don't think
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
You mean Glut?
Yeah, it doesn't have Glut on it. does it?
Glut doesn't appear in the Journey Under the Sea with the Little Mermaid or on the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, the show.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
And the ride is the poorer for it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like the ride, it should be there. There is also Turtle Talk with Crush, which has Destiny and Bruce in the attraction, and you can actually be okay. This sounds really weird, but you can actually get a photo op inside Bruce. Like you can
Yes.
actually get inside Bruce and take a
Yearly.
picture of him.
Happening.
It does sound weird, but
I think the animal kingdom should do more to bring sharks to the people. So maybe like on, I don't know, the Kali River Rapids, you know, if you just put some sharks in there to just kind of, you know, swim around, chase after you.
so not only do you have to avoid getting wet, but also being bitten by a shark.
Yeah, I think, you know, it just adds to the experience.
Levitating sharks. Levitating
Yes.
sharks.
Yeah. So, you know, that would
Disney, Mike Wheeler says, Disney Danielle, did he do Steve Irwin's "Oh look, there's a shark, I'm going to poke it with a stick"? Crikey, it's angry.
Oh, now I poked it with the stick. It's really mad. Oh yeah, Sam and Disney Circus Girl both say Crush's Coaster at Paris. You know,
I haven't ridden that attraction.
it's a great
Bruce
roller
appear on
coaster.
it?
I honestly can't remember if Bruce appears on it. I've ridden it a couple of times and I can't remember. I'm guessing so. Disney Circus Girl, I believe, goes to Paris quite often, so she will probably have a better idea than.
I would love to see Crush's Coaster over in Walt Disney World.
Crush's Coaster is a fantastic ride. I would actually like to see it replace Primeval Whirl because
that would be amazing.
Because it is the kind of the whirl carts, but nowhere near as horribly kind of giddy. There, you know, you got two facing one way, two facing another, and they do spin. But yeah, if you were to get rid of Primeval Whirl and put a whole sort of just and it because it's like an indoor dark ride roller coaster.
You could almost like
temporarily goes outside and back in. But yeah, it's such a fantastic ride, the one at Disneyland Paris.
You could almost do like a reimagining. All right, Disney Imagineers, listen up, right? This is what you're going to do. So you're going to put a line of trees, right, between Dino Land and Dinosaur the attraction, okay? Yeah. You're going to rip out everything that's in Dino Land. You're going to make that Finding Nemo related because Finding Nemo, the musical, is right there.
Yeah.
You're going to change Primeval Whirl to Crush's Coaster. And then you're going to change Triceratops Spin to Hank and Chum's Intervention Merry-Go-Round. I don't know.
Shark and Spin.
Like
Shark and Spin. There you go. Shark and Spin.
Yeah.
Spinning sharks. Disney, hire me. I just made you $1 billion. There you go. Or cost $1 billion and then
I'm claiming half of this because I was in on it. And,
it was your idea.
And suggested getting rid of Primeval Whirl to create the space for this. So
Jim brings up a very good point, and I completely forgot about live action Disney movies and the Hammerhead member of the Shark. I think this is Davy Jones's right
fin man.
Right fin man.
Hey Zoe, welcome in.
Hey Zoe, what's up? Great to see you. Welcome in Wishing Mouse. Great channel right there. Davy Jones's right fin man is the Hammerhead guy. Who's got he's like a soldier who's got a hammerhead. He's got eyes here, like how normal hammerheads do, and he's got like a shark made out of scales. And that's pretty cool. And he's I can't believe I forgot about him.
Sam said, just going back
Jim,
to
anyone else?
So yeah, just going back to the Crush's Coaster at Paris. Sam seems to think Bruce maybe chases you on the roller coaster for a moment or something.
Bruce chases Crush. Possibly.
Yeah.
Surfer Girl 326, welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Great to have you here as well.
What's up, G?
Oh, is that Gigi?
No.
Oh,
sorry, I was. I don't know.
You did all street on it.
I did.
Nice.
Totally.
I was just like, what? So yeah, you got the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. I'm just trying to think if there's any sharks in a live action movie. Obviously, something like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea has one, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I'm just trying to think. Sharknado is not a Disney movie, and that's live action. It's there's some out there. I can't remember on the top of my head. Probably like something like Fantasia has a dancing shark somewhere. I have no idea. I don't know. But so we have all. So should we do a quick run through of all the animated sharks that we were talking about?
Let's go through it.
We're
an hour and a half into this stream. It's a miracle.
Charlie says Victor Crumb turns his head into a shark head in the 4th Harry Potter movie. Does that count? No. So we have from the top of my list to the bottom, we have Maui from Moana. Yes, he counts as a shark because technically he turns into a shark. We have Bruce the shark from Finding Nemo. Hello, my name is Bruce. Hello, Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
Hello, Bruce. You don't want them balloons to pop. You got Destiny from Finding Dory, voiced by Kate Caitlin Olsen, who was also the star of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You have Adam's boy, Gluck the Shark.
Glut. Hello, Glut. Yeah, good old Glut.
Yeah, Glut the Shark from The Little Mermaid. You have Undertow from The Little Mermaid 2.
Best name ever.
What a shark. You have Anchor and Chomp.
Wait. If there's a live action
Something
movie, you could be that. You could be Undertow, Dan. That's how good you are at that one. What, Adam? Sorry.
I was just saying something just keeps on happening to Dan. It's,
They don't need CGI, do they?
It's
They just need
disturbing.
me.
So good. So good.
Anchor and Chum from Finding Nemo. They have the awesome robot shark from James and the Giant Peach. We have Mr. Chomp from Doc Mcstuffin. You have Emperor Sharga from the Little Mermaid TV show, voiced by Jim Cummins, the guy who looks like this. That guy. That one.
It was like watching Dan do sharks.
Sinker from Leroy and Stitch, the one that has a massive wind fin thing that can cut through boats and vehicles.
Wind
and stuff.
sail, yeah.
Wind sail fin.
Yeah.
And also the shark from Toy Story that goes like this.
I'm Woody. Howdy, 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 howdy.
And then we also talked about the sharks from Typhoon Lagoon and the seas with Nemo and friends. Yeah, there's surprisingly a lot more sharks than I thought there were.
Wasn't there a couple more obscure ones? Like I looked at the list, I couldn't even explain them. So
yeah, I gave up with all the ones from like these really random TV shows that I had nothing about. Lenny and Frankie from Shark Tale. Nope, that ain't Disney, my friend. Sorry, Charlie, that ain't Disney.
Yeah. Charlie's Star-Kissed tuna fish. What's his Charlie? Yeah, there you go. He's not Disney. Oh, well.
He's not Disney.
What the Jabber guy or whatever from Hanna-Barbera too? He was good.
Yeah, that's way back, wasn't it? That's
way back,
80s,
yeah.
something like that. I don't know. Before I was born or created, I don't know, hatched from an egg. I thought we add Sharkboy and Sand Shark. Yes, we did. We added Sharkboy from Sharkboy and Lavagirl, as well as the Sand Shark from Raiders of the Lost Shark from the Aladdin TV show as well.
Did you remember Emperor Sharga as well?
Emperor Sharga. I did that one. I did that, the first one.
I just wanted to make you do that again. I love how Dave just said
I missed it. Go ahead. Do it again, Dave. Or Dan.
Do it, Dave can try it.
No, you're good. Go for it.
Dan,
I got my land shark sitting here.
You won't do that impression, but you'll do a Bo Peep impression.
A Bo Peep impression. I did my Bo Peep impression.
Exactly, but you won't do the
This one? I don't know. I'm not very good at it.
Jabberjaw says Keystone 76. Jabberjaw. I like
That's
that
the
name.
one I was thinking of. Jabberjaw. Yeah.
Oh yes, Dan, you didn't do Sand Shark. Did you do Sand Shark?
I said Sand Shark because Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Raiders of the Lost Shark. Cool.
God, like that is like the best spin-off title I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's probably going to be Sharknado 9. I'll just steal the name.
Jeez. So, Disney Shark Week. I can't believe I've done this show. We can stretch this out for another 25 minutes. It'll be 2 hours. But let's just talk about genuine.
God. Okay, let's do it.
I'm trying to think
talk about our other Shark Week shows this week, Dan, before we forget. While we're here,
so it's a 25-minute plug.
Yeah, why not?
At the start of the week, on Monday, we had a awesome premiere by RobFuz, which was...
Thank you so much. For the New York Aquarium, I did sharks. I went back. I shot in with my Nikon high def. It looked really cool. So definitely it's on my channel, RobFuz. It was really cool.
That was so much fun. Really, really awesome video.
Amazing footage.
Yeah, really good footage, great editing, just everything about it was really awesome. And I really I remember going to the New York Aquarium back in 2008, 9, must have changed so much since then.
Yeah, it got hit by Sandy, and it got hit really bad. So a lot of like the whole structure that's on the ocean side, including the shark exhibit that they redid, got really hit really bad, and they're still under construction. So, but this shark thing is it's just incredible. You
Did
go
the
there,
gate to the ocean
I was
survive?
going to say, did the gates open and the sharks get out into the city?
I don't know.
There's a movie waiting to happen.
Sandy did knock a roller coaster into the ocean, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Sharks are nothing. Just sharks swim. So
Oh, and then the roller coaster's still going while the shark's chasing them as it's trying to get back up there. Oh, wow.
We are writing
There-
Sharknado 9 right
There's a movie waiting to happen right there. Jaws 5. You know, the levitating shark comes back.
yeah.
Jeez.
And we did our show yesterday. It was phenomenal.
We did really hilarious.
Did you mention Sharks? Did you mention Jaws 4 had a 0 rating on
didn't
Rotten
talk about
Tomatoes?
any
A
of the
0
stats.
rating.
I
A
didn't
0
talk about any
rating.
of the stats. So yesterday, if you missed it, guys, you missed a really, really phenomenal stream yesterday on RobFuz channel where we talked about the Jaws sequels. So we talked about the okay Jaws 2, the bad Jaws 3, and the god awful Jaws 4. Actually, to be fair, Jaws 3 and Jaws 4 are like just as bad as each other. We spoke 2 hours about these 3 movies and just ripping them apart. And you saw me rant and talk about just the most hysterical, just random stuff about Jaws 4. Adam just brought it home with Jaws 2, and Rob, Jaws 3, man. All of it was just a really fun stream. We also had Steve and Dave with us as well, with backing up with the banter and the funny moments. But it was just a really fun stream yesterday. Rob, do you wanna just discuss that?
Yeah, you know, in our sick little world, it's so funny because I did, in a cheesy method, I did kick it off by repeating last year's Shark Week on Sunday. So it really threw a lot of people over premiering a live stream, and they're wondering what's the chat and everything. But it was a cheesy move. I don't regret it because it was really fun. And you know, just seeing last July, me, Adam, and Brandon, we did a great job. I did a stream too. I did some other sharks aquarium stuff, but seeing how far we've come from last July to now with the way we banter together and the way we talk and the way we communicate and everything in true fashion. We've talked about Jaws 4 in many streams. We've threatened to do a live stream about it. We've talked about the Jaws shark sequels for so long and everything. So it was only a matter of time before we did it. And I'll be honest with you, we were probably the only people on YouTube that actually did a whole live stream in 2019 about the Jaws sequels. So I could honestly say I was proud of it. You guys did awesome. It was so much fun. So I don't know. I still don't know if what your final thoughts on Jaws 4 was. You said it, and we asked you at the end. I'm still confused. I don't know.
You guys keep asking me what my opinions are on Jaws 4.
Dan loves it. Let's not forget. Yeah.
I love Jaws 4. Not because of it being an amazing movie. I love it because of how bad it is, right?
Movie, yeah.
I love it because I can put Jaws 4 into my Blu-ray player and sit down and laugh for 90 minutes to nearly 2 hours of pure ridiculousness. This movie is so horrifically bad that everything that they do is hysterical. And they don't even know it. When the shark roars like a lion, you know you're not in a serious movie. It's just ridiculous. You have Ellen, who's pretty much an X-Man. You got a shark that can levitate and take down planes. You got sharks that roar like lions and explodes at the end of the movie. It's a ridiculous. You got Michael Caine in this movie.
God, blimey!
God, holy
crap on that thing!
He voices the shark. Just so everyone knows.
God.
It's just D Hazel. Welcome into the stream. I know you've come in at a great time.
I think you likened Jaws 4 to The Room by Tommy Wiseau.
No, The Room, and Jaws 4 are equal. They just
so
they
now
are in their own separate category of just amazing movies that are so incredibly bad.
So now I've got a vision of the shark quoting Tommy Wiseau from The Room, going, "I did not eat her. I did not." Oh, hi, Mark. Only people who know the room, the cult classic, the room, will understand that. I did not.
It's too funny.
No, Tommy, I don't want to play football. Oh God, I could do a whole 3 hours on the room. Just
we need
Wait,
to
hold on a second. Every time you say something like that, Dan, write it down. And during your 24-hour stream, that's what you bring up. These
our theme life came into the chat, and the first comment is, "Oh, hi, Mark."
Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother?
That's brilliant.
That was too funny.
I did not eat her. I did not.
Surfer Girl 326. Does Mr. Ray count? I don't think Mr. Ray does count because he is.
Oh, sure.
He is a stingray. He's a stingray.
Ray.
Yeah.
Or Ray, because Mr. Ray Stingray. So I would not clarify him as a shark. Plus, he doesn't have a fin. Lions don't roar that way. It was tiger roar. The roar of the famous MGM lion was a tiger voiceover. They probably took it from the before a James Bond film.
And ran it backwards or something.
Yeah. You know, there's some fact that I found out in The Lion King. I know, completely way off topic, but the roars in The Lion King weren't from actual lions; they were from tigers.
Mm.
I mean, that's just weird. That's just cool.
Sounds right.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, completely random topic there, like other things I've said today. Yeah, random things that I've said today. Yeah.
One of the other things I did on Shark Week too, I kind of wanted to do a little surprise. My biggest video is the Universal Studios Hollywood tour from 1995, believe it or not, just the backlot tour.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show. I never showed the entire tape of that I've did from Universal Studios, the back, and I released it today. We had the premiere. Thank you so much. I know LSU Mom was there, Kay was there, a bunch of people were there, and it was kind of funny that the guide on the tour was promoting Jaws for the Revenge. It was really funny. So she was talking about it. So it tied into Shark Week. The tour guide on the tram was really funny, and she said it was in there. And you see Jaws on the video too and everything. So thank you guys. We had a fun time this morning. I wasn't putting a video on today, so it was with Dan's channel. But I put it on today. It was a lot of fun. So if you haven't seen that, check that out too. Yeah, it's just fun. It's a really good video. Really, so glad I could show like the whole thing. I've showed bits and pieces of it, but I've never showed it in its entirety like together like that. So
yeah,
that was pretty cool.
So and then speaking of because we are halfway through Shark Week, we've got 2 more Shark Week shows coming. Tomorrow, Rob, what do we have?
Tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern time. We've talked about Jaws so many times on my channel, but you know what? We've never talked with a bunch of different people. We have a whole new crowd and everything. So tomorrow, Dave, I hope you're going to be joining us tomorrow. And Dan, you weren't on Shark Week. You weren't on Jaws discussion last year. So we're going to, and I've invited a bunch of different YouTubers that do my mega hangout. So tomorrow, 6 p.m., we are doing the mega hangout we're going to talk about just Jaws. So the original movie, we're going to talk about the documentary that talks about all the different wacky things about it and everything. We're just going to have fun. So 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Is it just Jaws tomorrow?
So,
Is it just Jaws we're talking about tomorrow?
That's the topic. Jaws. What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Cool.
So that's the topic. And then
Frankie Friday.
Maybe that's what you're thinking.
Frankie Friday not happening on this Friday. We're doing Pub Talk 25, baby.
The big 25. It's a quarter away.
Maybe that's what Adam was confused about. Friday, we're going to do shark-inspired movies, Adam. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay, that's fine.
Which includes Sharkboy and Lavagirl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got included. So definitely. So
all the Disney movies that we've just talked about.
No, we're going to stretch it a little bit longer. So, but yeah, definitely check out
Sinker from Leroy and Stitch.
Can we just put a stipulation now that it's themed around sharks, not a shark appears in it like on Finding Nemo. So,
that's fine.
There
was another movie about like surfers or something. I pulled it up on my iTunes. I just found it. I forget what it was, but I'll bring it up on the stream.
There's a few movies out there actually. There are a few.
It's Joey's World just said we should read the book for next year.
Read the book for next year, Shark Week.
And yes.
Read the book live. Just an
there we go.
just each of us take a chapter.
Well, that's me too. Like,
and then we could do different impressions.
Hello, children.
We could do
Chapter 9.
we could do an Australian accent. I could do my David Attenborough accent.
Oh yeah. Here we
The
go.
shark.
Kay said she watched the Universal Studios thing twice. Thank you so much, Kay. You're awesome. So, that was cool.
The shark approaches Brody with a gas tank in his mouth.
I just love your accent. I think that's
Brody-
wise.
Brody
Because-
fires and misses.
It was so funny. Last year on Shark Week, I was saying, "Oh, I got to watch the sequels." I never watched them up until this week, so I actually did watch them since last year, and I kept saying I want to read the book. So hopefully, I could read the book too. That's for next year. So that's another. Bring another topic too. I said to Adam the other day, I'm like, can I actually pull off a Shark Week 3? Can we actually do it?
I think
And Adam's like, yeah, absolutely. He's
I
like,
think we can. I genuinely think we could do another Shark Week.
Well, I think we need to do a top 5 Shark Week shows from Discovery Channel Shark Week.
It could be it could be called the Shark Week prequel.
Ooh.
The shark weequel.
And that's when we Shark Week, and when we look at the documentaries, like Dave just said, from the Discovery Channel.
hold on a sec. What was that title? I actually have a note for next year. So, what was that? Shark Week.
The Shark
Prequel.
Week will.
Shark
The shark weequel. God. I'm
This-
tired. You can tell.
This is skirting off the rails. Actually, to be fair, it's been off the rails right from the start, if I'm honest.
I was
So,
going to say, did this ever actually get on the rails? I don't think it did.
I'm going to say it right now. This is probably the funniest live stream I think I've ever had in my.
Nice.
It's just been amazing. We're trying to drag it out for 2 hours, but I think
Yeah.
we are
No,
slow.
we got a little bit of time. 1 second. If you guys could think of any different Shark Week ideas, think about it. Let us know tomorrow. Let us know on Friday if you can think of anything for Shark Week 3. I want to do Jump the Shark too, like the Fonzie. You guys know about Jumping the Shark with different TV shows and
Yes.
movies and stuff. I think we could do that next year for a topic too. Someone told me about that too. That's a good idea. So I don't know. And if you guys could think of anything, I think that's a great idea. So
I think we should,
We should-
tie. I think we should tie a massive stake around Rob's legs on a rope and just send him out swimming out on the coast. And just film it and see what happens. So there's an idea. Just we'll stand there cheering you on from the beach. Swim, Rob, swim. So, yeah.
live stream. Of
You
course.
can make it.
Yeah.
And then Dave offered at one point to do the zoo aquarium. Dave wants to do the zoo aquarium by him. And then
Yeah.
someone wants to film something at in Epcot, maybe something like that too. Maybe we can film it and then you can put on your channel part of the Shark Week too. That might be a good idea too. So
Oh, I'll have shark footage. I think I have shark footage.
okay.
Sam,
Dan,
Very
sorry.
good.
Sam says, DizneyDan Adams, and I know BBC isn't American, but have you seen the documentaries on sharks? I personally haven't.
I've seen several documentaries on sharks. I don't know which documentary you're referring to specifically, Sam. Tell me if we see you at the weekend.
Well, I've seen obviously the stuff on Blue Planet, which was obviously
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. Mike Witter says you got to do something on Catherine, the great white shark, that one that lives off the coast of the east coast of the United States. She visits Florida every now and then. Maybe I'll have to have a look at that.
Oh, Disney Circus
Put in the
Girls.
notes, guys. Put in the notes.
Disney Circus Girls thrown up an interesting one. It's a bit of a kind of topic, but about real life shark attacks and how beaches around the world handle their sharks and I guess shark warnings. And
Maybe not for my channel because
maybe not for Disney,
but
yeah.
definitely for someone.
My
else.
channel. Thanks, Dan.
Definitely for
Hey,
Rob.
hey, I just gave you
Shark
hours.
attack back on Rob's channel.
I just gave you hours.
I love sharks. I kind of don't like that topic, so I don't know if I do.
Okay.
Maybe we'll talk about if you were in a lab chamber and you were made into a shark. What kind of shark would you be?
I'm putting in the notes.
Not seriously. Is this going to be a 2-hour one as well?
Yeah, I was thinking it was not a very long stream, but hell, we were an hour and 50 minutes already. So
Hey, I would want to be like a hammerhead shark,
I like that.
which has the teeth of undertow. So it's kind of like it's out here and it's got teeth like this.
Oh, you're just taking all the big hits.
Eyes like here. And it's short like undertow. Like it's like that small.
And a massive wind sail as a fin, yeah?
A massive wind sail. It's more like a Pokemon than anything. Speaking of which,
See, if I was going to be a shark, I wouldn't want a massive wind sail. I wouldn't even want a fin, or not a big one anyway. Like, you know, because then everybody knows you're coming. You know, like, you know, and it's and you terrify everybody when all you're doing really is going in for a hug.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, exactly. So
How are you?
Hey, man. Oh, it could be like
want to be able to go incognito.
It could be like a Korg shark. Like, hey, man, I'm Korg. This is my shark.
This might beers in the fridge. My name is Korg. I'm a shark. This is my fin. Beers in the fridge. Hey, Thor, that guy's back again.
Hey, Thor, that guy's back again. That's great.
Hey, very
Thor,
nice fact.
that guy just called me a bad name again.
Adam, you could read that fact we just posted.
That is a ridiculously good impression.
They may call me a dolphin again.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
Can we talk about frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams on their frickin' head?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, my God.
I had like a real idea, and then I lost it.
Why? What's your great idea?
No, I said a real idea. I had like a real idea, and then the impressions went on for 90 seconds, and it's gone.
Kay Atwood has thrown up a very, very, very cool fact about great white sharks.
Yes.
You guys said read that one.
Saw that.
That is cool. That is cool.
I guess we're not reading that.
I don't know. It's.
I'll read it. Okay, one fact I know about great white sharks. They have about 4 babies in the womb. The sharks eat each other until one is left, and she gives birth to one. That is
I like that. So it's like survival of the fittest. Let's go. So yeah, the runty one loses first.
It's like the Great White Baby Hunger Games.
Yeah. I just imagine this really angry pregnant shark just kind of, will you kids hurry up and decide? You're driving me crazy. Really hormonal angry shark. Waiting for the kids to eat each other.
Veronica Jude, welcome into stream. The impression was freaking hilarious. Oh God, this is the impressions, the facial expressions, the ideas today have just been on point.
Oh, this has been the most insane stream.
I can't. I
can't believe we did a 2-hour stream on Disney sharks.
I was convinced the stream would last 10 minutes.
We have a private chat, and Adam's like, "How long are we gonna go?" And Dan's like, like 2 hours.
My reaction was like that scene with Roy Scheider in the first Jaws film. Where I was like, what?
Just like, to be fair, it doesn't feel like 2 hours.
No, because you guys are awesome. We do such a great job. That's why I said we've come such a long way, and we have such good fun. So thank you guys for being awesome.
No, thank you. It's been God. I can't stop thinking about Great White Baby Hunger Games. Dave said lasers. I feel like they have like lasers, and they just like it's almost like a Star Wars ship-to-ship battle inside of a great white baby's like tummy. And they're trying to shoot each other in the womb to kill each other, and then the one gets born with lasers. I don't know.
That's awesome.
I don't know. This is the most random conversation I think I've ever had, and I love it. Right. We are 5 minutes to 11 o'clock UK time, or 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. American time?
Yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock.
It's almost 6, yeah.
Speaking of live streams that are going on later, I think Meg will be live tonight for Wednesdays in Wonderland. So guys, go check out my partner channel, Meg from Mickey's Magic, as well as this and that with Dave from Brady, who is here right now, as well as the Shat family, Zippity Doodad, and Steve's World. What is the topic tonight, Dave?
We are talking about what you should pack when you go to Walt Disney World.
Are we going to see any fun costumes today?
I am not at liberty to say.
So yes.
Not
Guys,
at liberty
if you haven't checked out last week's This and That show one of the funniest episodes I think I've ever seen. It's on Steve's World. They were talking about Toy Story. Not going to give anything away. Just watch the first 10 minutes of that show, and you will be on the floor laughing because it's amazing.
That one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun watching it.
That's great.
So, yeah, guys, please go check out all of those guys, the DizneyDan crew, as well as Dave, who's in the chat with us. Thank you so much for being the Uber driver and joining the stream.
I am glad that I was able to come and join. I knew nothing about any of the sharks except for Bruce, but I learned things today. Got to discuss shark baby eating, Hunger Games. Whatever. May the odds be ever in your favor. That was pretty bad.
That was awesome.
This was fun. This was fun. Yes. I will say again, if anyone wants to do any of the experiences at Living with the Land, Rob, I wasn't here to start, so I'm going to talk.
Oh yeah, there was some actual sensible dialogue in the middle of the stream.
There was real information at some point.
It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, but you'll find some sensible information at some point. Yeah,
exactly. But definitely worth the money. It was amazing. So, but thanks, man. So excited.
And if you guys want to know anything about, the dive quest or anything to do with the seas, and if you are thinking about doing dive quest or the snorkeling, I'm sure Dave, you would be happy to answer those questions.
Of course.
Cargo 619 has said, "Welcome in, Cargo. Somebody cough. Dan hasn't eaten a pickle popsicle yet." Oh, okay.
That'd be perfect for you.
Cargo challenged me to eat a pickle popsicle because Cargo tried a pickle popsicle on her stream. It is coming next month. I've got a big plan for that, my friend, and you will see me be eating something very disgusting. And yes, people say that I love pickles, but this is yeah. So thank you, Dave, so much for joining us. It was fun having you with us, and
of course, man, always a good time.
Dave from Brandy and Dave's channel. Anything else you want to plug, my friend?
No, it's all good, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Good times.
Rob is like
24-hour live stream. I can't wait. Bring it.
Oh,
who wants a Dan 24-hour live stream? This is Dan's channel. We'll ask your channel. I want it. I want it back.
24 hours.
I offered to take a couple hours too.
It's gonna happen. It's going to happen.
Give me that key, buddy. I'll drive. I'll take a couple hours. Adam will take a couple hours. Adam goes to bed 3-4 o'clock. Of course, Dave's in.
I'll be there for the full 24. Let's do it. Come on.
Nice. He's gonna be there for the full 24.
You know how much fun that would be?
A full 24 I could do.
Can I just say, Dave?
24
I did 9 hours last year. Did not end well. Actually, after 3 hours, it did not end well. And
Dave, you don't know this?
We could do a full 24, Dan.
Wait, you don't know about this, Dave?
No. I know that you attempted to.
Oh.
I never heard like the official story.
So, God, this feels like ages ago. For my 300th subscriber special,
nice.
I decided because I'm some crazy guy who does impressions and 10 shots of Beverly and all that rubbish. I decided to do a 24-hour live stream.
Got it.
So I get home from work. And I decide to go live, which is probably the most stupidest decision I think I've ever made in my life, because I've been up all day. That means I'd have to, while tired, stream throughout the night into the next day.
Yes.
Didn't work out too well. I did about 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe. Was it, Rob? Maybe 2 hours?
Okay.
Much, yeah.
And I was pretty much fast asleep by the end of the stream. You can actually see my eyes just like,
oh, that's great.
I'm gonna just sign off now. Blah, blah, blah. So I decided to go to bed.
I think if you're going to try and do it again, you want to plan it to start at around midday after you've had a good full night's sleep. You get yourself ready in the morning, you go around midday, and then obviously, because you're going to be awake for the rest of the day, it's just keeping yourself awake at the night, and you've only got the morning to go, then you're fine. So,
Top tips.
Doable.
So I woke up the next morning and I did another maybe 6 hours.
Okay.
And actually, it was during the FIFA World Cup, so you could actually see me scream when England scored twice in the match.
That was a great moment.
Yeah.
How can you do like 12 hours and 12 hours? Like split it up?
Well, you'd have to do it in 12 and 12 anyway, because YouTube obviously caps the stream at 12 anyway. So
Yeah.
Yes.
so you would have to
We'll
do it
blame
in 12,
YouTube.
12, but you just have to have them ready to go straight away. Maybe with like,
I would think that if you get a good night's sleep and you start at like 10 a.m. local time, right? Because you're going to be up for the day anyways.
Yeah.
well, yeah. So that's why I say midday. But yeah.
I'm loving that you're giving me support in this.
Oh, I'm totally down. I could. Yeah. And yes. So no, I'm equating this to like what may actually have to happen at Hollywood Studios the night of August 28th, when I'm getting up really early and driving to Pittsburgh, and then getting on a flight at like 6:35, and then flying to Florida, and then planning to hang out for the entirety of the day, and then stay up all night, and then go to Galaxy's Edge. Yes, Dawson. How are you, buddy?
Oh wow.
Dawson in the house.
Hey, Dawson.
Everyone says hi, buddy.
It doesn't.
Okay. Yes, he was swimming all day, so they just got back.
Not with sharks, though.
No sharks. No.
There were no sharks. I think though, for one more Disney shark, because as Jim said, holy man, I ran to the store, took a nap, assembled a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, flogged a trip to Epcot, came back to the stream, and you guys are still talking sharks. Dawson's like floaty thing that he puts on has a shark right on his chest, and it has been worn at Disney World. So is that officially a Disney shark?
It encountered Disney water, which means it's now a Disney shark.
I believe that is 100% true.
Nice.
Yes.
I think we're just making the rules as we go along.
Yeah, totally. We're making this up. But yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to be up 36 hours if we have to stand in line.
I'll be calling you and I'll be like, Dave, why are you not at Food and Wine yet? Because you'll be knocked out. You'll be so tired. Do you want me to save you in line for the beef?
Of course, obviously, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I haven't left the hotel yet.
That's lovely. Yes.
Oh, jeez.
My guess was reservation system was going to get announced today, and it didn't. So.
Oh, it didn't?
Oh, I haven't seen anything yet. Have you?
No, I haven't. I from what I've heard from the Disney bubble, is that we will hear something by literally the end of this month. So maybe like 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st.
Right.
There's no 31st this month. 30th.
There is no 31st.
So 30th, or maybe the start of next month.
Cool.
I don't think we'll hear anything until the end of the week, possibly. That's my opinion. I have no idea. Because who knows what's going to happen? Who knows?
Wow, we went 2 hours, and the only thing that we kind of talked about that wasn't sharkish was whether or not we're going to do a 24-hour live stream and how we're going to support Dan in that.
Yay!
And then I went off topic and said, "What?"
We involved food and wine. You involved food and wine, so it kind of counts.
It kind of counts.
Well, thank you, Dave, for joining us. Really, really do appreciate it. Go check out Brandy and Dave's channel. Adam from Adam's Land.
Glut. Oh, sorry, we've already done that bit, haven't we?
Glut.
Yeah.
And your impression of Shark.
Sorry, yeah. Howdy.
You know what?
It's been that long now.
Every time you join my stream, I expect you to introduce yourself like that.
Oh God! No.
Howdy.
Howdy.
If you guys haven't checked out Adam's channel from Adam's Land, please go check it out. Great power channel, partner channel of mine, as well as his daughter Ebony from Ebony's Little Channel. And he also has merchandise over on Spreadshirt as well, which is something
I do.
Awesome. Great.
I'm actually wearing one right now. I'm wearing my hoodie.
He's actually wearing one right now, which is really awesome.
Hope that he got a hoodie. That's awesome.
It's a really nice hoodie. That's awesome. But guys, go check out Adam from Adam's Land, a really awesome channel. And anything else coming up lately?
I've got some more ideas in the pipeline at the moment. Obviously, I just went live twice on Sunday. I decided to double up my my streams on Sunday. So go check them out if you haven't. I did a recap of my week of rocking, which was Download Festival followed by Metallica. It was 7 days of rocking. I was in a lot of pain afterwards. I felt like Ozzy Osbourne. Before that, on Sunday afternoon, Ebony and I did a spoiler-free review of Toy Story 4. And then we had a special announcement. So if you guys haven't checked out the special announcement yet, it's just some news about something that's coming up in the next number of months. So please go check that out. So looking forward to it.
And the Spice Girls were awesome, right?
Spice Girls were, yeah.
If you want to be
I don't. Yeah. No.
Thanks.
Sorry to disappoint you, Rob.
It's Joe as well. Great job, guys. Who would have thought that Disney Sharks was so much fun? Well, thank you, Joe. I really do appreciate that. Rob, my man, King Shark. I'm gonna, because this is your week, Shark Week. You're the inventor of the YouTube Disney Shark Week. Well, inventor of the Disney Shark Week, because I thought I suggested that, and you're like, yeah, you should totally do it. Inventor of Shark Week as a whole. This is like one of our favorite weeks of the year, just talking about outdoors and everything shark related. Really awesome, fun stream. Thank you, Rob, for allowing me to put this in the in our schedule.
Thanks, man. Thank you for doing the stream. I told Dan, like, great idea. Let's just do it on your channel. He wanted to do it on his channel, so I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. It's too funny. I have the whole playlist. I added you officially to the playlist. I've been working here, getting it done there. So thank you for having us. Don't forget, guys, a little plug here. Tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern, we're going to do a mega chat with hangout with doing just Joe as the topic. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of people. Like, I think my record's 20-something YouTubers at once, I think that was a little under 20 maybe. I don't forget what it is. But
we're going to need a bigger hangout.
We're going to need a bigger hangout. That's right. So
hangout. I might rewatch Jaws on the train back from London tomorrow then.
Good idea. Put it on your your device. And then Friday, we're doing Pub Talk again, 4 o'clock Eastern time, my normal slot. Every Friday we do stuff for Frankie Friday or Pub Talk. Pub Talk this week, we're going to do shark-related movies, so it's going to be fun. So I got to watch a couple of those before we get there too. So
yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun. So
thank you, Noah, for putting those links in the chat. So guys, go check out my partner channels, RobFuz, who's here right now. Awesome channel. Noah. Congratulations on 2,000 subscribers.
Thank you, pal.
Shark Week going strong. Mouse Talk, go subscribe to Mouse Talk. Did an awesome stream yesterday on the top 10 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, which are awesome because I love Arnold. Sawyer in the middle, welcome into the stream. Unfortunately, we are actually just about to leave, but thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Please go check out Corey Fiasco as well as Mickey's Magic as well. Meg will be going live hopefully later today for Wednesdays in Wonderland. Guys, this was such a fun stream.
It was very fun.
Really fun. Lots of great memories. We're gonna be looking back on this stream from years to come.
Good times.
You didn't think we could do an hour, 2 hours on Disney Shark?
2 hours on Disney.
Looking back, going, what were we thinking? But yeah, no, it was very, very much.
But thank you guys so very much. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at DizneyDan. You can also check out my merchandise over on Spreadshirt, which again is in the link down below. And other things. Think, Dan, think. Yes, new video, Disney Food Friday, coming out on Friday. Disney Fiasco with Dave. Woohoo! And possibly another guest.
Yes,
possibly another guest. Yeah,
possibly.
On Saturday, where we're going to be talking about our favorite Walt Disney World lounges. It's going to be amazing. So thank you so much, everybody. And that's it, guys. Live your life with a smile each and every day. And I'll see you guys all real soon. Goodbye, guys. Have a good one.